utmost need of much better connectivity, transport, energy, digital, and strong regional cooperation, the core pillars of the initiative. However, in my opinion, the real value and vision of the 3Cs initiative goes far beyond infrastructure, money, and economy. It is about our level of ambition for the future of our region and of Europe. It is about developing trust, cooperation, and friendship. It is about strengthening our resilience and security. And very important, it is about empowering the business to be more efficient and effective in delivering to our societies. I remember the first business forum here in Warsaw during the summit in 2017. I was newly elected president. Before figuring out what's going on, we were invited, the presidents, to take place at the business forum. However, at the podium were only 3 of us. On my right-hand side, Kolinda Grabor-Kitarovic. On my left-hand side, Kersti Kaljulaid, the president of Estonia, and in the middle, myself. Both of them clever, fluent in English, speaking at the speed of 600 rounds per minute. Just excellent. But during the discussions, General Jim Jones from the US Atlantic Council raised his hand and asked a question to me. Could you please tell me the address and the phone number of the initiative? I would like to send a fax. And we were done. There was no office, there was no telephone, there was no phone, there was no nothing. However, throughout these years, the 3Cs initiative has developed substantially. Now it has a feasible, working, streamlined organization and feasible management mechanisms thanks to people like Madam Muzicka, which contributed a lot to the development of the initiative. The 3C Investment Fund, although insufficient in volume, has proven to be a working financial mechanism. And during the Sofia Summit in 2021, we as host proposed the establishment of Innovations Fund of the initiative. Why? Because we need to overcome the fragmentation and to strengthen the connectivity in science, research, education, and innovation. And I'm very pleased that this fund has been finally established because we can see today the race in AI. And it is vitally important for our economic growth and future. At the end, some lessons learned from our 10 years. At first place, transforming political will and speaking into real practical results is crucial. We need to have also a long-term view on investment and funding. Crucially important for us is to work more actively with our strategic partners and international financial institutions and to empower the business to be more efficient and effective, and especially public-private partnership as a key for better financing of all these projects and economic success. That's why business forums are vitally important. And there is a large delegation from leading business from Bulgaria here in this hall with a proven record of success and a large portfolio, starting from energy and infrastructure to cyber and space. I would like to highly encourage our regional friends to work with the Bulgarian business and government. The result will be a sure success. Once again, Andrzej, thank you for your vision, wisdom, and leadership.
Thank you so much. As the President said, the decade might seem quite short in terms of history, but indeed everything that Europe and this region had to face and the challenges it had seen over the past decade could be quite enough for a lifetime in other dimensions. And as it was mentioned, what started with the 3 first leaders initially here grew into 13 heads of states, but also the strategic partners of the initiative that now include the United States, Japan, Germany, and the European Commission, as well as the associating partnering states as Ukraine and Moldova. And with the main priorities set with energy and transportation development projects, especially new railways and high networks, Lithuania has increased its participation intensively, especially over the past 4 to 5 years. And it's my great pleasure to invite here on stage for the next address His Excellency Gitanas Nausėda, the President of the Republic of Lithuania. Please, the stage is yours.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, our meeting today is shaped by the 10th anniversary of the Free Seas Initiative. The inspired decision taken by Poland and Croatia to work together in improving the connectivity of the Free Seas region is yielding high dividends. And I would like to use this opportunity to express my gratitude to the President of the Republic of Poland, Andrzej Duda, my dear friend, for showing us the way. Thank you. Over this 10-year span, the Free Seas Initiative has played a major role by developing critical regional infrastructure along the north-south axis. It turned out our region into a resilient artery for Europe's security, contributed to building strategic partnerships beyond the Free Seas, and encouraged interactions among business communities. Many important projects were started and completed under the banner of the Free Seas Initiative. Enormous efforts were taken towards dual use, cross-border transport corridors, energy modernization, digital transformation, and cyber resilience. Most recently, in February, the Baltic states completed synchronization with the continental Europe electricity grids through Poland. This was made possible by productive cooperation with European Commission, a strategic partner of the Free Seas Initiative. This year, my country, Lithuania, will significantly improve our transport connections with the rest of Europe by building a modern Via Baltica highway. Other projects, such as Rail Baltica, are also in the making. We all will have to do more to protect the region's critical infrastructure, make it environmentally friendly, harness artificial intelligence, and build a better place for our children. It is also in our joint interest to support our Ukrainian partners, helping them to fulfill European and Euro-Atlantic aspirations and contribute to the reconstruction of Ukraine. As of now, the Free Seas Initiative has an enormous potential for businesses to tap into. The rapid economic growth of our region, together with a skilled workforce, ensures high-yielding and safe investment returns, especially in higher value-added sectors. Lithuania has already established itself as a global fintech hub and achieved the 6th position in the Global Cybersecurity Index. Globally, we are known for scientific and industrial laser technologies, life science products. Our green tech and miltech ecosystems are also on the rise. Starting from the next year, Lithuania will be spending more than 5% of GDP on defense. With most of the Free Seas countries representing the eastern flank of NATO, we expect a big spending increase across the region. This would create wide possibilities for new military and dual-use projects and also open opportunities for defense industry. Ladies and gentlemen, each day we see the role of strategic partnerships growing. The NATO alliance provides our region with military deterrence and security, while the European Union single market forms a strong basis for economic prosperity. A decade ago, Lithuania built an LNG terminal, the first in the region, and transformed itself into a regional gas supplier. Now, most of our LNG is imported from the United States of America, providing further opportunities to strengthen long-term transatlantic cooperation in the energy sector. We are also planning a new military town to host a German brigade in Lithuania. It will produce great economic benefits and strengthen our ties with another key strategic partner, Germany. The fact that Japan became the fourth partner of the initiative during the last Free Seas Summit in Vilnius shows the global appeal of the great idea. As each Free Seas Business Forum gathers more business representatives from all around the world, the vision of the more interconnected and prosperous region becomes a reality. By deepening, strengthening strategic partnerships and mobilizing both private and public capital, we can build something truly special. Let us work together and make the next decade even better for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we're going to hear a little bit more about how exactly the infrastructure and the infrastructure projects and the focus on the resilience and strengthening that resilience for the Three Seas region has improved also the resilience of wider Europe and this flank. From His Excellency Mr. Alan Karis, the President of the Republic of Estonia. Please, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, it is an honor to address the Free Seas Initiative Business Forum, a platform that brings together our region's shared ambitions, challenges, and opportunities. I see the Free Seas Initiative as a needed and well-established mechanism for narrowing the infrastructure gap within the European Union. It strengthens transatlantic ties and reinforces regional security and independence, economically, digitally, and energy-wise. Estonia is committed to advancing infrastructure and energy projects that don't just link points on a map, but empower people, businesses, and economies. Let's be clear. Infrastructure today must do more than move goods or people and support military mobility. It must also carry data, enable sustainable energy, and adapt to the challenges of climate change and cyberspace. Whether it's Rail Baltica, data storage, or data flow enabling corridors, or synchronized electricity grids, Estonia is investing in projects that bind us more tightly to each other and to a secure and smart Europe. Energy security is not optional, it is essential. Estonia has moved quickly to strengthen our energy independence. Together with Latvia and Lithuania, synchronized its electricity grids with the European grid. We have also invested in LNG infrastructure and accelerated clean energy development. But no country stands alone in this task. This is why we support deeper cooperation on regional energy networks, smart grids, and renewable energy integration within the Three Seas area. The more interconnected we are, the more resilient we become. We require a renewed commitment to regional energy cooperation within Three Seas initiative and beyond in order to connect our markets, attract investments, and increase energy security. For Estonia, digital is not just a sector. It is our mindset. I believe if we commit to it together, the Three Seas region can lead Europe in digital connectivity, cybersecurity, and innovation ecosystem. We support the creation of trusted digital corridors, joint R&D initiatives, and a strong focus on AI and secure cross-border digital services that drive efficiency, transparency, and growth. In Estonia, I just launched an educational program called AI Leap. Through a program, all Estonian upper secondary students and teachers will be given access to leading global AI-based learning applications in order to develop skills to use AI wisely in the learning process. The aim is to give youngsters better analytical and critical thinking skills to get them ready and prepared for the future. Governments should act as an enabler, but it is the private sector that will build, innovate, and sell the products. Estonia encourages more blended financing, startup-friendly frameworks, and public-private partnerships to turn ideas into investments and investments into impact. We also support the creation of a Three Seas Successor Fund for infrastructure investments. The Three Seas initiative is not just a regional project. It is a strategic platform for a stronger, more connected, and digitally driven Europe. Estonia stands ready to partner and to innovate. If needed, also take a lead. Let us together build a region that is not just catching up, but setting the pace. May the discussions held here today spark new ideas and forge new partnerships that benefit all of us. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much. With the Three Seas region economic potential of over 274 billion euros in total trade turnover, there are indeed a lot of possibilities still ahead for the next decade during the business summit in order to cooperate better within the region and other parts of Europe. Let's hear more from the President of the Czech Republic, His Excellency Mr. Petr Pavel. Please, the stage is yours.
Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to address you today. First, I would like to congratulate Poland and Croatia for coming up with the idea of the initiative of the Three Seas. Originally, to be an initiative to allow our countries and the region to bridge the technological and innovation gap after decades of Soviet control and influence. But it proved to be much more. It is a successful initiative, even though informal, but flexible enough to allow a number of initiatives to be implemented without very complex and costly structures. I would like to thank President Duda for hosting this event and organizing also this business forum. The interest of other countries to join this initiative as members or as partners, also strategic partners, clearly shows that this initiative, this region, is attractive. And in fact, it is a very dynamically growing region with a number of opportunities. And I strongly believe that wherever there is an opportunity, we should use it, and use it quickly. Europe usually works better under pressure. Now we are under pressure from both sides. From the East, security pressure posed by Russia. From the West, political and economic pressure posed by United States. And I believe that this pressure could finally lead us to an understanding that we don't have to rely on anyone. That there is enough capacity in the region, in Europe as a whole, to stand on our own. And I would like to encourage all our citizens and business representatives to take courageous steps, to be self-confident. And I believe that there is good reason to be self-confident because we can base it on successfully growing economies, on successful businesses, successes in research and development. And anyone who travels across the region can see how dynamically it evolves. In some extent, the region can even serve as an example to the rest of Europe. I believe that our choices for the future are quite simple. We would either remain relevant as an actor on global stage, or will become totally irrelevant. And one condition to remain relevant is that we are able to partner, we are able to collaborate, we are able to act united. We talk a lot about united Europe, but now we have to act. And I believe that we are ready for it, and the presence of so many of you here clearly shows that there is a clear determination to take great steps forward. And I would like to wish this initiative and to all of us great success, not only today in your negotiations, but also in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. With so much security pressure from the East and then economic pressure from the West, as the President said, it is time to be understanding whether it's the choice of being either staying and being relevant or not being relevant. And that's exactly the moment, as the President said, of whether it comes to strategic autonomy. We talk a lot about united Europe. Now it is time to act. Now let's hear about the achievements and the progress over the past 10 years when it comes to Latvia. And let's hear from the President of Latvia, Mr. Edgars Rinkevičs. Please, the stage is yours.
Excellencies, fellow presidents, and dear business forum guests. First of all, I also want to join everyone who is thanking President of the Republic of Poland, Andrzej Duda, for being a great force behind this initiative, for convening us for this 10th Jubilee anniversary of the 3Cs initiative. And of course, also, I'm very happy to see that the business forum, the number of participants is growing every year. That is actually a testimony that this initiative is equally important from the political point of view, but also equally important from the business point of view as well. As this year's 3Cs initiative and the business forum marks the 10th anniversary, we can look back at this initiative and say that this initiative has been a success story. Our regional cooperation has expanded from transportation and energy infrastructure to space industry and also dual-use infrastructure. Here, in this part of Europe, we all understand that energy independence is important. And As my Baltic colleagues already mentioned, I think that the recent disconnection from the Braille network and connecting to the European electricity grid, synchronization with the European electricity grid, proved that energy independence, that energy policy can be successful. And part of this success also can be attributed to the 3Cs initiative, to the 3Cs initiative business community as well. The 3Cs region is one of the fastest growing areas within Europe. Our nations boast unique strengths, technological innovation, and also talented people. And that offers immense opportunities for growth and business development. But I think that we also should move further than that. In recognition of the immense potential of the artificial intelligence, we in Latvia established the National Artificial Intelligence Center. The key functions of the center include strengthening of all forms of partnerships. And we very much look forward to exploring collaboration with other countries of the 3Cs initiative, fostering a regional approach to technological development and innovation. We also believe that through innovation, education, and usage, we can unlock the immense potential not only of information technologies as such, but particularly of artificial intelligence, in order to help our societies and improve our industries. It is also high time to further accelerate investments in defense, energy, and infrastructure. Continued support for key infrastructure projects like Rail Baltica is essential to ensure resilient mobility, including also military mobility. It is also essential to ensure connectivity across the region. Latvia is open to new ideas and partnerships for the common goal, growth and prosperity of the region. And I very much believe that together we can build a connected, resilient, and flourishing 3Cs region within connected, resilient, and flourishing Europe. Thank you very much, and I wish you very fruitful and successful discussions during this business forum.
Thank you very much. With the 3Cs initiative and the Business Forum indeed growing rapidly and developing every year over the past decade, it has become one of the fastest growing areas with a population of over 120 million people. This is over 26% of all of the European Union population. And I would like now to hear more from the President of the Republic of Hungary, His Excellency Mr. Tamás Súlyog. Please. Let's hear from Hungary regarding the past decade and the challenges for the next years.
Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Hungary attaches particular significance to regional cooperation in Central Europe, and I believe that the 3Cs initiative plays a special role in this context. I am delighted to have the opportunity to participate in the 10th anniversary meeting of the initiative with you. From the beginning, Hungary has been committed to supporting the original objectives of the CSI, focusing on developing transport, energy, and digital infrastructure connections. Interconnecting our countries strengthen the internal market and promote stability. Hungary's commitment is well demonstrated by its financial commitment to the 3Cs Investment Fund. We are also participating in the preparation on the second fund, which is expected to be a driving force of the economic growth through wider geographical diversification and several excellent projects. I am encouraging the strategic partners of the 3SI to help achieve our common objectives, possibly by supporting the second fund. Hungary was one of the first countries to join the 3C initiative Innovation Fund in the autumn of 2024. We are committed to helping growth-oriented enterprises raise funds, and our objective is to establish a stable, market-based infrastructure to facilitate the implementation of best market practices. Recent geopolitical challenges have revealed that without international cooperation and regional developments, the long-term security of energy supply cannot be achieved. Hungary has created the possibility of having access to energy sources from directions while also contributing to the security of regional energy supply. The preparations for the construction of the Slovenian-Hungarian transmission gas pipeline are underway, which will interconnect Hungary's natural gas infrastructure with all its neighbors after its completion. A recent remarkable achievement has been the completion of the new high-voltage power line interconnecting Slovenia and Hungary, which secures steady and carbon-neutral electricity import routes and sources. Another outstanding enterprise is the Green Energy Project. Developing modern transport corridors is one of the key elements of the CSI in order to give a boost to our economies. One such example is the Via Carpathia project. Hungary is the first country to have completed the Hungarian section of Via Carpathia in its territory. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize my hope that through our joint cooperation over the next decade, we can achieve our common goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the President of the Republic of Hungary, Thomas Súlyog. And I would like to invite now on stage the President of the Slovak Republic, Mr. Peter Pellegrini, to hear about his experience for his country regarding the achievements over the past decade and the challenges and the goals for the upcoming years and decades.
Thank you very much. It's a little bit surprised because I saw the list. I should be one of the last ones because I'm still one of the junior presidents, so always I have to be at the end. But in the next years it will be better and better. So, well, I have my speech in front of me, but I think I will try to be very effective. And I will probably repeat some figures because, yes, we represent almost a quarter of the citizens of European Union, 1/3 of its territory, and it represents really a significant portion of the entire EU market. And I would like to say that our collective potential is really remarkable because projections indicate that our cumulative GDP could grow by an additional 30% by 2030, and our region has experienced some of the highest rates of return on investment in Europe, 8.7% in 2022, compared to the EU average of 6.3%. And this makes our region especially attractive to foreign investors and creates an exciting framework for robust regional economic cooperation. So saying that, I would like to say that we have to be, all the leaders, but also all in this room, more optimistic, more enthusiastic, more proud, and also, as it was mentioned already before, more self-confident, because there is a huge potential here. And what we need for that, and for the future, we need to be well connected. Railways, highways, energy grids, our rivers, and so on. But we need also a lot of energy, because new technologies, digital technologies, AI will consume a lot of energy. So we have to continue to build new
power plants in our region. Of course, it's nice when we have a lot of energy when there is sun in south. And we are also happy when there is wind in north sometimes. But we need a lot of energy 24/7, 365 days a year. So that's why in Slovakia we continue to build up another nuclear power plants, sorry to Austria, but now we somehow find a way how to live together. They have the green one, we have the nuclear, but we are friends, okay? There is a representative from Austria, but we believe in Slovakia as a nuclear country that nuclear is a green source of energy or CO2 neutral and sustainable and very stable source of energy. So connectivity, a lot of energy, and then I think we have a big mission in front of us. We have to fight all together at the European level against this big overregulation, because this overregulation kills innovation. So this is, I think, a big mission for us. And if we will be successful in this, then the last point from my point of view, everybody speaks about research and innovation, and that's fine, that's perfect, but I would like to add a third key word, a massive implementation, because if we implement all the new technology in our daily lives, our industries, and so on, then we will be successful. I thank you, President Duda, for your work, which you have done in the last 10 years for this successful mission and format. And I wish all you sitting in front of me all the best, all the energy, because it's you, companies and entrepreneurs, because you will shape the future of our countries and of our region. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And just to add a little more, with some of the highest returns on the investments when it comes to the 3 Cs region, as the president there said, the infrastructure investment needs stand at around 650 billion euros for this region. So after this session,